Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cyclones will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense will get the first possession of the game. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh send down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. Touchdown, Cyclones! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think
He's going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the tight end's got to do a better job getting his depth on the route. He's running out to the perimeter of the field, but he's got to get further downfield. He caught that pass behind the line of scrimmage, got tackled, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Got it in the middle. It's Stoneburner. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a team right now. Tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ball.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
If you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I know, everyone's yelling. You didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. Think about it. Nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Might be calling a hot route. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Makes the grab. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier to get him down on the ground.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just got you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give out of the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going, but right now just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. It's a better play there by the defense.
Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful in
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting them on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
Got his man. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They punt it away on fourth down.
Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 4 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Wide open downfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, we go into halftime, we make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've got the lead trying to put this one in at Hammerlock here in Week 10. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires it down the seam. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Got his man. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know when you make those kicks. Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
If It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that would have been number 3 on the day if he could have just got his puppies in bounds. But this defense, they've done an unbelievable job in the passing game. They've got this quarterback's number, and they're breaking on the football and making plays.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Booth. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
There we go!
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Grab behind the line. It's Booth. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch near the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Okay, ready? Flag. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on! And they get it out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, this offense knew coming in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends on the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Shoots it to the left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go right back to it. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. In on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, and complementary football.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to to pick up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Now facing a third and long.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickel.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Give to the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Back to throw. It's Morton. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turns it on in midfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
To the air, it's Morton. And the missed connection on third down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in Smith.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put him.